Oh yeah, now things are starting to finally look up again. Got more speed armor. But I really hope I just don't die again so soon. Because the last time I died, it was not too long after I got a couple speed armor pieces. So I really hope we don't just go do that again. So I still have so many things to do. Unlock more dimensions. I don't know, maybe just look at even better armor options, because speed isn't the only good armor set there is in the game. Though it's still easily my personal favorite. Gotta look at getting better weapons. I still have this tier 1 sword here. And also, eventually, a better pickaxe, too. I still have a tier 1 pick as well. But yeah, the tier 1 sword has gotta go eventually. I mean, it served me well, but I can definitely use a replacement. Not to mention, I haven't even touched Ruination or Hauling, and Camazot really wants me to at least try Creation once more. I still haven't touched that either. Augury's disabled. Extraction, just... it's really not a fun skill. These two, they were pretty much untrainable for the longest of times. I still have a lot of work to do. Yeah. Oh, Alex, just... hi. Trying to decide what my next thing I'm gonna do is. No, not really, the stream has just started. Trying to decide on what to do next. I mean, if it rains, I'm probably gonna work on fishing. Oh, speaking of fishing... well, never mind, I can't make another fishing rod. At least not for the time being. So I really need to just see what I can do about getting more string, because I really need more string, ideally. Yeah, but doing what in those dimensions specifically? Well, I'm at 35 in Infusion, and I think you need 25 to catch the Pixons and Lilicia. So that would be 35 with a Diamond Bowl, since to scoop them up with a Diamond Bowl, it's 10 levels more. So I could do some Infusion training. Until I get other ideas as to what I want to do, I could train up Infusion and Lilicia for a bit. Alright, so I guess Infusion training it is. But first, I'll quickly go back to my cow farm. Because I definitely want to have a big one. As soon as possible. Definitely want to get a big cow farm going sooner or later, so definitely not going to waste any opportunity to get this going. Because I definitely want to be, like, well fed for the rest of the playthrough. Well, this guy from the Deeplands is still running around. I mean, there's really just so much to do. I'm honestly having a hard time deciding what to do. Because there's so many things I can go do right now. Going through Lilicia being one of them, of course. Just to do more infusion training. That being another of the many things I can go do now. I guess for now I'll train infusion. It's lagging pretty bad, so that's why my audio just cut out. My audio never just dies out when I'm playing anything else. It's just, like, when Minecraft puts as much stress on my computer as it does, that can sometimes happen where my microphone just gets cut out. Yeah, but I've seen this, like, dozens of times. These certainly all look cool on your very first couple of visits, I'll admit. And even then, it's still pretty neat, but I've already seen this, like, numerous times before this dimension. So I'm going to spend a bit of time here training up Infusion, ideally. Because that's the skill I want to work on, that's just for the sake of enchanting stuff. So yeah, this theme... No, the theme of this skill is enchanting things without having to use the enchanting table. So in other words, you get a lot more freedom and control over exactly what you want to enchant and how. Plus, you can also unlock some enchantments simply not possible to get through just a vanilla enchanting table. So when it comes to favorite skills, I think I might actually have one, that being Infusion. Well, at the very least, it's probably up there, considering just how good the payoff can be for training it. Considering just how good the payoff for this skill can be, it's definitely up there for one of my favorites. And it's not even that tough to train anyways. And then there are just some skills that level up even slower and have probably less payoffs. Especially compared to how long it takes to get those skills high up. Well, I'm only too sure the extraction is nowhere near as slow as it used to be, since you can just get Ornament Pickaxe as soon as you get to Creeponia now. Technically, you could have gotten it before then, but you needed 65 extraction to use the pickaxe, which just mines obsidian very quickly. And you have to break obsidian, preferably very quickly, to efficiently train the skill. So the pretty much extraction is just you sit there, you make an extraction device first, and then you just sit there and feed it lava, and then you try and just get stuff from out of the lava. You also need to continuously supply that device with lava buckets. So when I was training in 3.1.2, I preferred to do so in the Nether, next to a giant lava ocean, just so the supply of lava wouldn't be a problem. I mean, since 3.2, I still haven't even given the skill another chance, despite the fact it's probably going to be quicker to train, because now I could just use a pickaxe that really quickly breaks obsidian right from the start of the game, almost. You don't have to wait till, most of your extraction training is done to even get the pickaxe now. But even then, still, I don't feel like there's too much payoff in terms of training up extraction. Sure, if you get to, 95 plus, you can catch repair dust through extraction, but still. That's about the only payoff I see from this skill. And also gold coins, but really time-consuming skill. Still might be just about as time-consuming as it was before. Holy shit, I'm getting knocked around a lot. I literally can't stay still right now. Holy shit, I literally cannot stand still. Yeah, that's just what happens when 3 of these guys spawn in at once. It gets, out of control quick. There's almost no invincibility cooldown for when you get hit, so sometimes just literally results in you frequently getting knocked around all over the place, having no control of the situation whatsoever. So yeah, I gotta just book it from there, before I just lose even more durability on my armor. Specifically my chest plate, so I gotta just book it. Besides, I didn't really come here to fight, I came here to train Infusion. Didn't exactly come to fight. Did I actually go look in this tower yet? I don't know if I did, so I'm gonna go look in here now. See if there may be some loot chests I didn't actually yet look in. Might be able to look through a few. I might as well get some treasure boxes with these extra tokens. I don't see why not. So far I've only seen like one loot chest. And there wasn't anything too spectacular in it anyways. Okay, there's a second loot chest. That's it. That's all there is in that entire loot chest. Has literally only one item. Are you kidding me? That was like an entire large chest with just a single item in it. If my luck would have been any worse, I would have actually just opened that up to find nothing. Like, has that ever happened that someone just opened up a loot chest there and found nothing? Like, why do I feel like that can probably happen with extremely low odds? Yeah, and there's the chest with almost nothing in it. Compare and contrast to that one loot chest where I got 3 repair dust. Now I'm looking at pretty much a single yellow spore from that large chest. So, like, one item away from having absolutely nothing in there. Well, I gained infusion level, okay then. Now, if only these Pixons are a bit easier to spot. Or better yet, there was just more of them roaming around. Well, there's another Pixon at least. Right, where did they go off to? Clearly didn't go far. Well, there's another infusion level. Now that I'm finding Pixons again. Okay, hunter mobs are probably up there. Except I mainly came here to do infusion training. So I'm just gonna still focus on that. So I'm still trying to find more Pixons. Okay, there's one. There we go. Oh, there we go, nice. 3 of them right next to each other. I almost got knocked in that hole. Okay, I guess I thought I saw another Pixon, but no. I mean, if there are any nearby, I'm definitely going to hear them. I mean, I'm not talking much, so I can just hear Pixons whenever I get close. Oh, there's some more. Alright, 39 infusion. Well, I'm gonna have to run for it again. Gonna just get my Pixons, get my infusion stones, and leave. Right, I hear another Pixon, but I'm gonna have to probably just clear out I don't know how many mobs just to try and go find it. Alright, there it is. Yeah, it's still pretty choppy in here. Okay, what's my render distance even? Well, that kind of explains it, having it up in 9 chunks. So we'll drop it down a bit, hopefully this helps. I don't really need 9 chunks for my render distance. Might run a bit smoother now with it down to 8. Already hear another Pixon somewhere, trying to find it. Okay, I can't see it. Okay, now I see one. Right over here. Oh, nice. 3 of them. Oh, Sean, welcome back. I'm doing infusion training. Well, mostly infusion training. That's a nice find for someone who wants to do infusing. Level 41 infusion. I'm not setting it up. I mean, once I get a high enough hunter level, there will be like no point going back to amphibiites at all. Because they're just simply be like better experience rates once I get a higher level. I mean, let's say if that was really just somehow the best place to train hunter up to 100, then maybe, but it's clearly not gonna be. Like, eventually I'll just be back at haunted castles anyways. And then I'll probably just move on from haunted castles to something else. And so on and so forth. Yeah, I saw like a pair of gingerbread man spawners when I found one of the hunter structures. When I found one of the dungeons that spawns hunter mobs, I found like 2 of like the same kind of spawner next to each other. There's like also some hunter mobs that have only like 1 spawner running at a time. I also really like amphibians because they have 4 running at a time. So if you can handle like the large number of amphibiites, it's like a really ideal place to train hunter for like a bunch of the early levels. Assuming once you get to 1200 you can start hurting them, that is. And it's a really ideal spot to train the skill. Yeah, Candyland's definitely up there for one of the more dangerous dimensions to try and survive in. I mean, I could probably survive with the help of a Kaya staff and really good armor, but I can always wait to just go back to Candyland. In fact, I can't even go kill the hunter mobs there yet anyways. That still actually is a ways away. I guess for now I'm just enjoying my infusion experience. And also just getting ricocheted back out of the void. Mainly just trying to enjoy my infusion training. Okay, I found another of these towers. So I'm going to search it out for more loot, potentially? Please? I want to see if there's nice loot in here. Haven't seen a single loot chest yet. Okay, there's one up on this floor. Okay, it doesn't look like we're getting anything special out of this one. Unless maybe the top floor also has a loot chest. Oh, it does. Bunch of logs. So, I've already gotten like plenty of wood from killing all those wooden giants. So I'm not really gonna need more wood that badly. I already killed quite a few giants from the big day events, so that gave me a nice supply of wood. Yeah, I know, but repair dust can also be in there. I'd obviously take that over the miniguns, since repair dust is pretty much useful at any stage of the game. But of course, like if you have no good ranged weapon or gun and you find minigun, that's obviously really good. Like if you find that early, obviously, definitely take it. Yeah, didn't you tell me earlier was a pretty good choice over a tier 1 gun? Even though I'd rather probably focus on something like further into the game at this point. Since I have access to tier 3 equipment, technically, just not like a whole lot of it. I think I'm probably going to start running back at this point. That's a nice bunch of Pixons right there. Oh, Rodney, welcome back. Yeah, this is attempt number 6 now. Not sure if you actually dropped by, like, since attempt number 6 started, because attempt number 5, obviously. If I didn't die on attempt number 5, we'd still be on 5. The fact that we're even on number 6 implies that something bad happened on 5. So I'm really hoping this one is at least going to get farther than 5 does. And better yet, get further than attempt number 2 even. Where I got almost all of the dimensions unlocked. Fought quite a few bosses. I would have still been going if it didn't just glitch out of the world on Immortalis. On attempt number 2, which bosses did I fight? I fought Smash and Corliss Siege at least once. King Bam 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 about 8 times, because I was trying to get explosive armor pieces for some of the other bosses in the mod, whose main damage output is from like explosion-based damage sources. Yeah, I pretty much want to get that ready for bosses whose like main form of attack was just like really damaging explosions. Well, definitely more than that. I also fought both bosses in the Abyss, that being Elusive and Shadow Lord. Okay, do I have a blank realm stone in the inventory? Yes, I do, just so I can actually try and list all the bosses I did fight in attempt number 2. One of the Percasia bosses, specifically Tyrosaur, I fought. I was going to try and set up a Vinacorn fight. I was trying to find myself a weapon with a really good area of effect attack. I was trying to find a weapon that was good at crowd control because the boss in this dimension spawns a lot of minions to assist them. So I was looking at staves that maybe had really good area of effect damage. For example, just weapons that can hit multiple targets at once, because with the number of minions Vinacorn spawns, assuming that wasn't recently nerfed, I'm probably going to need a good crowd control weapon to like have a decent shot at this boss. Hive King, which that's definitely one of the easier bosses in the mod. Cror, hardest part of the boss fight is just spawning him in. Other than that, it's not that bad. Also, Craxius and Zeus also fought those too. Still fought quite a few bosses, but definitely less than half. I'll get what I want to get. I mean, I still want to definitely give Meteor Staff a try. Meteor Staff sounds like it could be like the weapon for me. Of course, I'd have to get it first, and then just supply it with like enough runes to actually use it. I don't think you ever actually did craft a Scrydriver bow. You get it off of something. Well, I know from the release notes for 3.2, Paravites don't drop it anymore. And that Grodd now dropped it, which is the boss of this dimension. It's one of Grodd's uncommon drops now. You don't craft that either, you have to buy it. So you have to do probably at least 3 Immortalis runs, maybe 4 with bad luck. Yeah, I saw the Meteor Staff was for sale in Immortalis, but first things first, obviously I have to get into that dimension. Then I have to complete enough waves of it. Have to do enough full runs of the dimension, and obviously not die anywhere in the process. And then I can get myself a nice staff. Given what I gotta do to get it, though, it just feels like it's probably gonna be worth the effort. At least I hope it is gonna be worth the effort. Well, that's a lot of stones. That's already plenty of infusion stones right there. Eventually I'm just gonna toss something simply for the sake of carrying more. Something unimportant. I mean, I've still been getting plenty of wood just from killing giants during the big day events. I feel like I killed enough giants for like enough wood to last me for a while, so don't need to carry those logs. What is that? I'm guessing it's orange dye or something, right? Obviously, I have to get a closer look at it. I'm guessing it might be one of the vanilla Minecraft dyes, so I'm just going to leave it there. Well, I'm going to lose my chest plate at this rate. Yeah, we're going to lose that sooner or later at the rate we're going. Well, this won't last much longer, the chest plate, clearly. So what chest plate am I going to make to put in that one's place? I'll have to double check to see how much armor plating I have, and I don't think it's going to be a lot, so my options are probably going to be pretty limited. Okay, here's some Pixons. Gotta just try and quickly scoop them up and then just run for it. I'll definitely have to figure out something. Yeah, at least I can still run pretty fast. Got that going for me, I can run pretty fast, so that's good. Unless I just stop to catch Pixons, that is. Right, my portal's gotta be close by. And in fact, I already see it. Let's just hop right back in. And we are home. Back from the inverted world. With plenty of infusion stones to go along with that. Like, that is a lot of them. Might as well just claim some infusion experience off of this. I think I might still have enough leftover infusion stones to just go straight for 50. I don't know if this is going to put me at 50. Not even that close to 50. But it was certainly a good grind. Certainly did go well. Certainly did go well still, at least. Durability, 8 out of 704. Durability 8. That's obviously horrible. Alright, so chest plates. What can I make for chest plate now? I'm just gonna look through this and see what tier 2 options I might have. It's tier 3, so it's gonna require, yeah, 3 armor plating. Haven't been to Iron Mine yet, so I can't make that straight away. That's tier 3, yeah, it's tier 3. Plus 10 armor, wow. And this is a tier 2, isn't it? How do I make this? Oh, I need 3 rainbow juice, blue, green juice. I need to go just get stuff in Christavia to make this, of course. Okay, if I had like one more Urka hide, I'd be able to make this chestplate here. What is the Chrysalis chestplate? Or are you talking about the Sapphire? What, full set of Sharp Shot? So I could just go to a nearby Taiga quickly. Just try and find Urkas there. Oh, the juice. Yeah, I do admit that would be a little just troublesome to come across. I could probably get it if I wanted it, but I think I'd rather just go for the Sharp Shot chestplate for now. What are the bonuses on this again? The Crystallite? 5 and 10. Oh, because he can't automate it, that's why it's expensive. Oh, so that explains it. I'm really gonna have to try out these other mods. Just for the hell of it at this point. So I'm gonna quickly go to a Taiga biome, try and get myself an Urka hide. So that's why I brought this bed, in case it becomes night. Because I don't think Urkas spawn during the night, I don't know if they do. I mean, I know Rammerheads don't seem to spawn at night. So there's that nearby Taiga biome. So I'm gonna just search for Urkas here. See how many I can find. Try and get an Urka hide and then just make another chest plate. Okay, there's Savannah over here, but I think I'm at that hunter level where I don't really need to go hunt down Rammerheads anymore. So I'm just going to look around a bit for more of these things. And I'll also get like a very small amount of hunter experience to go along with this search for an Urka hide. Well, there's another Urka, so okay then. Will this be the one that drops a hide? That was quick. Oh, I got like 2 of them, even better. I got 2. Better still, let's get 2 of them. So yeah, we need a new chest plate. Let's get a new chest plate now. Once I get home, I am so making that Sharp Shot chest plate. Okay, there was this that must have spawned in earlier. Okay, I think this might have been, like, either, like, the day before. I did remember there was a Creep Day event, so one of these got to spawn in as a result. Well, no, make that like two of them got to spawn in. At least I have a weapon that can one-shot the creepers now, so that's nice. Am I on Discord? Not at the moment. I'm too busy actually playing the game right now. Too busy actually doing the live stream to chat on Discord or call at the moment. In case you were wondering. Well, it's free gunpowder, essentially. Didn't have to really work hard at all for it. Okay, it was pretty much like this day there was a Creep Day event. And I think if I recall correctly, you can turn these into scrap metal. Yes, you can. I'm definitely gonna have to see them, don't get me wrong. Even though I much prefer playing like Minecraft in a more natural way than just like automating everything. And again, like what exactly is natural in terms of like how Minecraft is played? I mean, the game's very open-ended. And that's basically just as to how it was designed. It's very open-ended. So, how do we really define what is like the true natural way to play Minecraft? Yeah, now that I think about it, how do you define like the intended way to play? How do you define what really feels like Minecraft? Wait a minute, I'm missing string. Then again, I can maybe just kill a couple spiders to get some. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And then I can make myself this chest plate once that's done. Also, right, I need a scrap metal. So I can make a chest plate frame. And then once I get myself another piece of string so I can make reinforced cloth, then I'm making the chest plate. So I'm going to have to quickly look for a spider or two. Yeah, especially once you pretty much factor in how Minecraft was made to be this open-ended. So Minecraft is basically just going to be whatever you make of it. Even if you always played it one way and it always felt like it should be this to you, but let's take a completely different person, and for all we know, they've probably played Minecraft completely differently for their whole lives. I typically often play it as a survival game where you have to painstakingly gather your resources, and obviously felt accomplished from gathering said resources. Felt pretty good about actually surviving and getting these resources and just not just surviving but also thriving. Well, there's our string. I was hoping that wasn't going to take too long, and it really didn't take long at all. one-shot kill on the witch. Durability, 0 out of 704. How does that work? This has 0 durability, yet it hasn't fallen apart yet. Durability, 0 out of 704. So I'm guessing the next thing that hits me just breaks the armor. Sounds like the next thing that hits me just makes me lose the armor piece at this point. Durability 0, yet I still have the armor. It's definitely not going to remain that way for long. Oh, there's more string. I'm just going to kind of hope I can do my own thing and more spiders spawn. So I'm not going to sleep this night off. Going to kind of just hope I can do my thing and get spiders to spawn. So that's going to be my new chest plate, which I want to get enchanted with something at least halfway decent. I mean, once you have 2 stacks of diamond blocks, what are you going to do with them? What do you typically do with that many diamonds anyways? What does one typically do with so much of one material? I know diamonds are like definitely one of the best items in Minecraft, but that many though? What would you do with that many diamonds? Like, would there really be that much value in having so many diamonds if you really have that many that you won't need to use them? That's pretty nice so far, I'll admit. I definitely like what I'm seeing so far. So I'm gonna get protection 4 and unbreaking 1 on this chest plate for the time being. So yeah, now I got a new chest plate. A pretty nice looking one at that. So there's another temporary armor piece I'm not really going to be using anymore. I'm assuming this is some other mod entirely, isn't it, where singularities are a thing? I'm assuming those are made from what, like ridiculously large amounts of diamonds? So now I'm still kind of trying to decide on what to exactly do. So now I have like enough string to make another fishing rod, so I'm going to try and actually at least get a fishing rod with some good enchantments on it for now. I'm at least going to try and get one of these with good enchantments. Oh, that's good for now, I guess. Wonder if I can get Lure to... Well, never mind. Can't even make another fishing rod anyways. So never mind what I was about to propose. And even then, that's still, like, pretty decent. That would still certainly speed up fishing when I pretty much want to go do it. Just curious to see how fast this is going to be, even without it raining. Yeah, I probably just want to wait for it to rain. Alright, level 4 hauling. This would go by way quicker if it was raining. And there's a saddle. Don't really plan to use that. Actually, I'm just going to try to get to at least level 11 hauling, because if I can do that, I can go from having 1 roll per treasure box I open to 2. And this typically takes very little time anyways. Just simply double the number of rolls I get from opening treasure boxes. Well, ideally it shouldn't take too much time. Oh wow, that's a lot of dirt. What do you plan to do with it all? I wouldn't know what to do with it either. It's okay. I wouldn't know where to begin with that much dirt either. What? Do dirt singularities exist? Is that even a real thing or no? Okay, I guess not. Oh, what did I catch? Ugh, that's all I caught? I mean, I already have a better fishing rod on me already. I just want to see how quickly I can get rid of this old fishing rod here. Well, not this old one, but this one I recently caught. How quickly can I get rid of it? Oh, so that's how they exist. What's the point? Is it just like massively increased storage capability? Is it just for the sake of storing multiples of like any given item? Kind of like compressing stuff into blocks? I just want to try and get rid of this fishing rod here. Then I'm gonna have a much better way of getting rid of it. Then again, this is the much better way of getting rid of it. Certainly a lot quicker. So we'll probably make another chest quickly to put all my fishing catches in. I think at this point I'm going to make it a double chest for all my fishing catches. Okay, there's my saddle. So how much of this has grown? Okay, it looks like pretty much all this has grown now. Okay. Well, almost all of it has. Well, that seems perfectly broken. Okay, I want to also put this thing away as well while we're at it. I mean, I hope it would be. I mean, I hope something like that would be hard to craft. So there's still a lot of resource gathering, and the reward would be huge, just like perfectly good automation. Eventually, I'm actually going to build like more of a proper house here. Not just leave it looking like this, of course. Yeah, I know. I'm aware there's iron farms that exist. I mean, I did make one on 1.15. Figured it would be more fun to actually make the farm. I figured eventually I was just gonna have so much iron I'd stop knowing what to do with it, and I eventually did get to a point where I simply just did not know what to do with the iron I farmed. Eventually I just could not really find a use for that iron anymore. Yeah, that definitely sounds like fun there. Yeah, I'll probably do more work on the base later. For now, I'd rather just look at training more skills. Or even better still, just going through these treasure boxes, seeing what I end up with. We're gonna start off with a gold coin. Pretty nice. Good start. Well, not much in the way of loot. Definitely not a whole lot in the way of loot, I can tell you that much so far. We didn't get too much, clearly. Well, the silver coins are not bad, actually. The gold coin was nice to see. So really not a lot in terms of my loot. Oh, Vinny, hi there. Probably quickly gonna go and turn in these Haven tokens to see what I can end up with. Okay, Rosedon's in the offhand. They've worked plenty of times before, I don't see why I should stop now. I'll probably just take some dirt blocks if I want to actually build a bridge to the Lotto Fountain nearby my portal. Yeah, there's a Lotto Fountain just over there I can go to, for the sake of turning in my tokens. I literally just have to go over here, right? And then there's the fountain, just over there. Well, okay. Good thing I have Rosedons in the offhand. Really good thing I do. So yeah, I gotta do a bit of fighting before I can start making my bridge, clearly. Looks like I kinda have to fight for the ability to make this thing. So I'm just waiting for this guy to, like, actually come and reach me. So yeah, that's why I put Rosedons in the offhand precisely. Precisely why I did that. So I'm gonna make a little sort of bridge here and back because it depends on how many mobs I decide to grind here for any particular reason. If I end up grinding a lot of mobs in this dimension, then I definitely want to be able to sell off the tokens with ease. Kind of feel like making a bridge across like so. Then I still would have to get back up, of course, while we're at it. So that's why I brought some blocks of dirt. Just, well, blocks of anything. It doesn't really matter what I use. Either way, it's still a solid block I can walk on and make a bridge out of. So yeah, the tower's down there. And I still have, like, plenty of dirt blocks. Still have a lot of them. So now I should be able to go down here and just start trading this guy. So I have to unlock all his trades first things first anyways. Gotta cycle through all of them. So now I can get a couple treasure boxes. I don't think I'll be getting more than 5 though at this rate. Well, I won't be getting more than 5, clearly. Perfect. Kind of what I was going for in all honesty with this dirt platform. Kind of a reason why I built that. And now I just run back. I figured I'd want to at least just redeem the tokens I got already. So yeah, I'm definitely redeeming these, and let's see what I get out of these boxes. Oh, a piece of Utopian armor, nice. That's definitely what I want to see. A piece of the armor set, that's pretty good. 5% XP gain across all skills. I think I might even get these enchanted right now. As a matter of fact, I think I will just get these enchanted right now. Ideally with a high level of protection. Should that want to show up. Not too excited about, like, projectile protection, even though it's still better than some of the other protection types for me, personally. Could just gamble on this one. No, I don't think I'll take the gamble. Okay, can I just force this to have, like, what's behind me? Okay, nothing's behind me. Okay, so these are stuck with fire protection on them now. I see no way to get them off, right? I think I'd probably have to get another pair of Utopian boots to try and just get fire protection off. So I'll definitely keep this handy for later use, for sure. And even then, I still do get the XP gain for just for wearing these boots, at least. There's still the 5% XP gain. So I'm still definitely going to keep these handy. Because of that XP gain, of course. Let's also go through my totems. See if I might have won anything. Golden upgrade kit. Got that again. I never even used it the last time. Some balls of enchanting and some diamonds. And an upgrade kit I didn't even go and use the first time around that I got it. I don't think I'll likely be using it again. Well, more diamonds, that's certainly nice. And I still also have some Deeplands tokens, so I'm going to take these to a Lotto Man as well, and just see what I end up getting from it. And then I'll probably also want to take these to a Lotto and these. So I'm probably just going to do some Lotto running for now. So I need to go southwest. So I'm going to do a bit of Lotto running while I'm out here. Gonna briefly go to Deeplands for some Lotto running. So in other words, just taking the tokens I have to a Lotto Man and just buying as many treasure boxes as possible, then opening them for whatever loot's inside. Okay, so I actually need to just go south now to get to the Lotto Man. Alright, what is this guy doing besides confusing the hell out of me? Well, there's another butchery level. Okay, then. Okay, so I do see the Lotto Man at this point, or at least the structure where he's going to be in. Yeah, I do see a structure right over here. I already have a lot of his trades unlocked. But I still now have to go through the rest of the trades, unfortunately. Okay, I think now at this point I can just buy whatever I want, now that all the trades are open. So that's going to give me 8 treasure boxes right there. Some weapons cases and some lotto totems. So yeah, I had to go through all the trades. And now I'm just going to start running back. Okay, never noticed this was here. Not too far from the Lotto Man, didn't notice this. So I guess if I want some string, if I'm really that desperate, I can kill these for it. Well, I never have built one of those. Assuming I actually get string off of these guys. There's some flint. A cobweb. Can't I break this for string, though? Okay, yes I can. Well, I can break that for string. I think I'm still probably just gonna go back home at this point. So yeah, I'm running short on food, so I might as well head back home. Yeah, I'll head back home. Right, the Deep Lands portal is still just setting me on fire for some reason. Yeah, it seems to still light me on fire. So let's see what I'm gonna get from these totems now. Apparently absolutely nothing. I'll crack the weapons cases. And just put the weapons away that I got. Got some more dense rocks, chitin. Some flint, apparently. And some more tokens. Now I'll crack open the treasure boxes. Another gold coin, not too bad. There's still just so much stuff to do. I think while I'm at it, I'm also going to try and get Silk Touch on a pickaxe. I made that look easy. So I'm also going to need to have that close by while we're at it. Pickaxe with Silk Touch on it, I want to have that ready too. So I could perhaps go looking for a case construct right now if I just want to try and get Christevia unlocked. Just so I can have more dimensions open. Even though I really wouldn't go too much in Christevia for the time being. I'm still giving it a shot anyways. It being trying to find a case construct. So now I have a deep crystal. So now I have to locate a case construct somewhere. And this is going to be a matter of luck, so just bear with me on this one. This is going to be, like, certainly a matter of luck. And I have very little food, so probably won't spend too much time in here. I mean, if it shows up, then it shows up. Okay, found a rare mob, but not the right one. Wrong rare mob, though. So let's try to not find 7 doublers in a row before actually finding the rare mob we need. And again, I might have an even better idea. I think night vision would probably be a good idea to bring. Just so spotting this one thing will be a bit easier. I think night vision would be a good idea to go get. I know they're not even that rare anymore, like they were back in the day. Back in the day, they were certainly rarer, for sure. So I'm going to quickly make some night vision goggles. And ideally also got them well enchanted, but I don't know if I'm guaranteed to get something I want. So I definitely have plenty of materials on hand, so there's that I have going for me. Alright, so let's make these goggles. And then see what kind of enchantment I can get on these on such short notice. I guess I'll just use this book on them, perhaps. So now I should be able to see a bit better in the deep lands, so that's what I'm doing that for. Alright, so I still have very little food. Because I could cook these just to give myself a bit more food to work with. Oh, and then there's that too. Alright, so I still do have some food to work with. I think I'll probably just leave the charger shanks in here for now. Then just go back in the deep lands like this, hoping I find what I'm looking for, of course. Yeah, I'll just go back to the deep lands like this. So now everything should be a bit easier to see. Still have to find the case construct, but he'll certainly stand out better like this. $297 durability maximum. So I just found another doubler. Again, I'm trying to find the case construct so I can get Christivia unlocked for later. Okay, I thought I saw the case construct, but I guess I was wrong on that. I mean, a lot of the mobs here just look the same, so of course I think I'd be seeing one mob over the other. All these enemies look very alike to one another. Well, there's another doubler. Again, not what I was looking for. Well, it looks like these are starting to run low on durability. Oh, physicist, hello there. So I'm trying to find a case construct to get back into Christevia, which I'll likely be saving that for a later stream. Especially since some of my armor pieces look like on the verge of falling apart. So we're likely to be saving Christevia for later. How'd it go? So I'm at least going to try and get myself the Realm Stone. And then I'll get myself some other Realm Stones at a later time. Even though RL Craft is overrated, I mean, I keep hearing about it, so surely it must be. I seem to hear about it pretty frequently. Well, there's our case construct. There he is. Well, now Christevia's unlocked. So I guess now I'm just going to start running back home. With Christevia being unlocked, of course. I'd have to play the game and see what those are, personally. Well, there's River Twigs. That's definitely a reference to the Greek underworld, River Twigs. That's what they really called the underworld in that. Yeah, the underwear. I'm kind of speechless. Yes, it's called that. Don't ask why. Maybe the developers are trolling. To some extent. Surely they must have been trolling to some extent, at least, right? But really, it's just a guess. Well, that's a Crore altar if I want to fight Crore. But I'm carrying just... I don't have too many bullets, and I'm pretty much just running around with swords and great blades, so... No, I'm not fighting Crore now. I mean, just so I know where the boss is, so I can fight him when I'm actually ready. Well, there is a river of ice. I'm trying to think if I'm actually mixing up that river of ice with Greek mythology. I remember there was a river of ice in Dante's Inferno. I'm trying to remember if there was a river of ice in the Greek underworld as well. I think there might be, but I'm not 100% certain on this. Well, I know there's one that's a river of fire, and also one where those who drink from the waters of it pretty much lose all their memories. Pretty much waters of forgetfulness. Trying to remember if there was an ice river among them, though. Might be, but I'm not for certain. Not certain, but I think there is. Well, there's another case construct. Except I already found mine a while ago. Already did find one earlier, so I need to find another, clearly. I honestly don't really need the deep crystal for anything, so I'm just gonna put it back once I get the chance to do so. I'm just placing it back. Don't really need it for anything. Well, I got some spiders climbing up with me, it looks like. Okay, I see the fall damage didn't kill this thing. Alright, I still get lit on fire every time I leave the deep lands for some reason now. This doesn't happen on some of my previous attempts at hardcore. Now I'm suddenly being lit on fire every time I leave deep lands. So I have a Christevia Realmstone now and more treasure boxes, but I need my armor to be in better shape before I even want to tackle Christevia. Yeah, my armor is running low on durability, so tackling Christevia now does not seem like a good idea. Yeah, like I was about to say, not a good idea to really just go and try and pursue it right now, with armor in this shape. Oh, there's more dense rocks still. Even more than I had before. Might be the armor that's burning me. I mean, I had different armor sets and I still came out of that portal on fire. I still exit from the portal burning for some reason. Well then, now we have 3 of the Utopian armor pieces. Went from having 1 to now having 3. Okay, maybe I should have actually kept those other boots. So I'm thinking maybe now might be a good time to start training Runation. Oh, and it just hit me that I have the goggles. I have night vision goggles, so those can pretty much just proxy as the helmet. Sure, it's not going to have the other 5% XP boost, but this can proxy as the helmet. So I get 15% experience gain across all skills for all 3 of these pieces. This proxies for the helmet, though it doesn't give an additional 5%, but it gives me the set bonus of another 10% XP boost, so that becomes 25% XP gain across all skills if I just... I'm going to probably train Runation with this. Yeah, because it's just a matter of standing somewhere where you feel safe. Because when it comes to Runation, you're typically standing in a pretty safe place just to do most of the training anyways. Or at least the part of it where you're actually gaining experience. Yeah, pretty much when you're gaining Runation experience, we're often in a pretty safe place. So that's why it really does make sense to bring the armor to wherever I train up the skill. So I will try and just clear out a couple inventory spaces for the time being. Just so I can carry more of the runes I make back home. Because I'm going to be doing a bit of Runation. And yeah, my inventory will fill up pretty quickly, so that's why I'm trying to just get rid of random items I don't need to carry. Or at least just putting them in a chest for now. Really just minimizing like how much I carry. And yeah, I can always take them back out later when I want them, of course. Yeah, I've pretty much lightened my load by now. I think my load's lightened enough at this point. There should be, like, enough space, for sure. And it just hit me, of course, I have to also bring the runium to actually make runes in the first place. Only then can I do any training. So now we need to head where wind runes are. It's actually pretty far south. According to my notes, it's pretty far south, so we're just gonna go, like, about 1,000 blocks south or so. And also a bit west. I mean, when it comes to mods I've never seen before, I probably wouldn't really consider playing them in hardcore anyways, at first. When it comes to stuff I've never seen before, probably wouldn't try it in hardcore, most likely. Honestly, it does sound like a bit of a mistake when you think about it, trying to do that. Okay, I see this guy never despawned from earlier. That ice creature is supposedly the devil himself. Honestly, kind of does sound like a reference to Dante's Inferno, where the devil himself is pretty much frozen in an ice river. It's not spelt like River of Styx, but I get what you're trying to say. Imagine if there was just some river made out of, like, or filled with literally wood. Imagine if there was a river literally filled with wooden sticks. Yeah, this is more like a swampy lake than a river. So I guess this won't be the River of Styx. Yeah, that's in the underworld, alright. Alright, am I gonna be let off these vines? Alright, can I just go forward, please? Alright, another full moon event I see. Well, I never read that before, but I'm gonna have to definitely do so one of these days. Why do I have the Rosedons? I mean, there was just like that one occasion where they failed me. As long as I hold the Gravitator, it's all good. It's if I don't hold the Gravitator, then there could be some trouble. I'm trying to remember what the other one was. Well, I'm obviously going to remember the more recent occasion where they failed me. So I should be getting close to that Windrune Shrine. In fact, I already see it now. In fact, now I see a Windrune Shrine. Let me also just quickly get some more food while we're at it, though. Just because it's certainly going to come in handy to have more food for a while. And I'm still waiting on that cow farm to just grow nice and big. Death number 3. I'm trying to remember what death number 3 was. I don't think it had to do with Rosedons. I'm trying to sort of remember what that occasion was. I think number 3 was when a trickster blew me up. I'm trying to remember what number 4 was. Okay, that was when I jumped into that amphibiite cove, completely unprepared for what was going to happen next. So 3 was like way before I had like even remotely close access to Rosedons. So it wasn't number 3. Well, there's our Windrune Shrine. So I guess now it's time to make some runes. Alright, night vision goggles on, Utopian armor pieces on, let's make runes. Well, more runes than that, ideally. And I'm already at level 6 runation, that was pretty quick. Might as well still make a couple more runes while we're at it. 16, 19. I think I might still make a couple more while I'm up here. I'll just go through the rest of the stack. Yeah, I heard like the Odyssey was like a pretty huge story. I'm gonna put on these armor pieces, putting those back on. So yeah, there we go. 25 Runation already in like no time. And about halfway to 26 or so. And I almost forgot to take this with me. So yeah, now we need to go north again. Now I gotta go back north to return home. And I don't want to forget to take the Wind Rune Shrine, or just the Rune Shrine block with me. Because I need to actually bring that to other Rune Shrines throughout the game. Okay, I might as well just stop off to quickly take that string while we're at it. Oh, seriously? They actually got someone to speak in Old English in that game, really now. I still remember that one guy on Super Mario Central who also used to frequently talk in Old English. Mixed with fantasy talk as well. She's a brat, though. What, the Old English speaker? So yeah, it was like, what? Old English mixed with fantasy-inspired speech? I mean, it was certainly something to behold. It was certainly something to behold. Yeah, I did remember he did come by once in a while. And played like 2 of his Super Mario ROM hacks. I have no clue. Well, this is going to be quite a bit of food. I probably barely took any time to get all this. Yeah, we're still going to be eating for quite a while at this rate. At the expense of these pigs' lives, but we're going to be eating for quite a while still. Well, there's another slime if I want more slime balls for some reason. I mean, we don't see them every day, so I might as well take these. I mean, certainly not something you see every day unless you just go out of your way to go hunt them down the swamp. Slimes. So I should be getting pretty close to my base at this point. See, I have like almost 100 more raw pork chops. I have like for sure over 90 more, so that should last me for quite a bit. Yeah, I figured I might as well get some more food while I just go and make a bunch of runes. So that just put me already at level 25 Ruination. I think I went through about 2 stacks of Runium to get that 25 Ruination. Yeah, I think it was probably about 2 stacks I went through. Actually, no, I think it was 1 stack I went through. Because I think I remembered bringing 2 stacks and using up 1, so I think I actually did just only go through a single stack. And I already got to Ruination level 25 off 1 stack alone. So that's why I have all these double chests. I definitely want to have somewhere to put all my runes away. Because eventually I might be using these, and yep, did only use up a single stack of runium there. So yeah, now I have more food to cook here. And I'll just keep this aside for when I want to do more Ruination training later. I'll put those slime balls back away. And the copper coins I don't need to carry. Let's also take back out the rest of the stuff I was carrying earlier. That I simply just put away, just because I want to have as much space as possible to carry as many runes home as possible, because I made a lot of runes, so I needed space to actually carry them in the inventory, so that's why I put a bunch of stuff away. So I'm pretty much willing to take another break for now. I mean, I got some Ruination levels, got Christiva unlocked, I got quite a bit done to